Morning, ladies and gentlemen. So, another roof clean today. Right, so I just tried to send the drone up to get some nice footage of this roof because this is an interesting one. And I'd forgotten to charge the battery, so it started off with 2 bars, but then as soon as it got up in the air, it started beeping at me saying land, 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 so I had to land it. So unfortunately no before pictures using the drone. Anyway, let me turn you around and show you this. This is a lovely, lovely property. So look at that. So actually when you look at it, it's 3 properties. So 1, 2, 3. This is obviously a barn conversion and split into 3 separate properties. This one I'm cleaning here is definitely the nicest one out of all 3, I would say. I mean, they're all very nice, but this one's definitely the nicest. I mean, look at that. What a beautiful building. But look at that roof. Absolutely filthy. So they're clay tiles. And yes, there's moss on there, but it's covered in this sort of biofilm of organic growth. That is very dark and it's very dingy. That should be a really light, creamy colour. I'm sure there's different colours in there, but the main colour is sort of a light cream. I've already spotted a few cracked tiles and spalled ones. So there's a cracked one about there, there's a spalled one there, another cracked one at the bottom. So I've already taken some photos to show the customer, to show that isn't me. Yeah, round the back, let me show you around the back. Completely different materials around the back. Nice garden. It's slate. Strange, isn't it? Well, they've done one material one side and a different material the other. Not a huge amount of moss on there, but look at that sort of mossy lichen sort of film on there. It's not attractive, is it? It looks pretty horrible, pretty dingy. So I'm going to get rid of that. Let's get on with it. So now I'm up here. I can see that this is absolutely infested with black spot. You don't see black spot like this on roofs that often, to be honest. Let me show you. I will zoom in on the edit. Just a quick note, can you see just there where the tiles are protected by next door's roof, just the edge of the roof, you can see there, that's what colour this is all going to be. Now obviously I am going to treat this with a sodium hypochlorite solution to kill off any organic growth left behind, which will leave the roof looking amazing for many years to come. But when black spot is that bad, I'm not optimistic that I'm going to remove it all. I'll definitely improve it, I'll definitely get rid of a lot of them, but it just looks awful. I'm not sure if it's showing up on camera, but from what I'm seeing, blimey, it is bad. I actually don't think I've ever seen it this bad. On a driveway, on a patio, yes, but not on a roof. So yeah, look, I'm going to try, and look at that lead. Look how oxidised that lead is. It's completely, well, I would say most of it's completely yellow. So yeah, just always worth taking a note of stuff like that before starting. Oh, and also there's a cracked tile about there somewhere. Right, that's enough of me nattering on. Let's stop talking and get this cleaned. Okay, so before I start, I hope you can hear me all right. I've got a wind muffler on here, so I'm hoping it's going to pick up my voice and obviously cancel out the wind. But right, so this is slate, natural slate. There is some white lichen on here. Now, I have mentioned this in previous videos. White lichen especially, both lichens do it, but white lichen is worse for it. As they grow, they secrete acid. Honestly, you don't believe me, Google it. So the problem is with them secreting acid is when you remove those lichens from things like slate, you will see little scars. Basically, it scars the slate. It leaves little sort of light marks on there. The lichen is gone, but the scar is there and it's permanent, and there's nothing you can do about it. So I just wanted to point that out, because you will see when this dries little marks left behind from the lichen, and yeah, that's it. It does show up on concrete, but it's much less visible, especially from a distance. It shows up more on slate, which is a shame, because slate is one of the most expensive roof tile materials you can get, and ironically, the lichen makes it look the worst. So yeah, I just thought I'd do that explanation. Right, let's crack on. So, right people, that's me done. So let me turn you around. I think I'm going to get the drone up, but I don't know if it's run out of battery, so this might be my final shot. But yeah, that's come up really nice. So look, obviously you can see some spots on there that I talked about, which is the white mark. So that's a mix of white lichen and the scarring from white lichen from the acid that it secretes as it grows. Now, when I was putting my nozzle right close to the lichen, it was coming off. But I mean, it would take me a week if I was to do it that way. But if I increase the pressure, yeah, I could get way more off. But then that risks damaging the tiles, so that's a no-no. Best to put the chemical on, let it kill it, and it will wear off over time. So okay, it doesn't look 100% perfect now, although it does look pretty good. It will improve over the next coming months. Look, the front's looking so much better than it did. I'm not going to lie, there are still spots up there. It's definitely not black spot free, but I went over that 14-15% 50-50 mix twice, and it's still got a few spots on it. I mean, that is unheard of. I very rarely have to go over a roof more than once, and that's a 3-to-1 mix of 14-15% hypo. But look, it looks good, the customer's happy, so that's all that matters. Anyway, let's get that drone up.